Today we're making high protein, keto friendly chips that only take 3 ingredients. We're big on chips here on our channel. We've done about 20 videos about chips so far. And this recipe is intriguing because I always thought that you needed a dehydrator to make something like this, and apparently you don't. The recipe is for chicken chips. There are a lot of companies out there selling carnivore based chips right now, and they're pretty expensive. So we figured why not try to make these at home and see if they're any good. The inspiration for this recipe is coming from Instagram. Her handle is Lainey Cooks. We'll leave a link to her handle in the description below. And the 3 ingredients you are going to need for this recipe are ground chicken, some kind of spice packet, preferably one that doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. We typically don't mind trace amounts of sugar and stuff. We're pretty relaxed. We're using a homemade taco blend for our chicken chips. It's basically chili powder, ground cumin, sea salt, black pepper, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, crushed red pepper flakes, and a little bit of dried oregano. We'll put the actual amounts that we used in the description below the video. And all you're gonna need other than that is some baking soda, which is kind of weird, but apparently, according to the creator, it makes it super crispy, which we are looking for. We're gonna preheat our oven to 375 degrees, and while it preheats, we're gonna talk about Thrive Market, who is the sponsor of this video. Thrive Market is an online membership-based grocery store on a mission to make healthy living easy and affordable for everyone, with guaranteed savings on every order. On our current order, we saved $34.10. Sarah and I have been members of Thrive Market for years now, and we love going online or in the app, selecting keto and seeing everything that they have to offer. We buy our staples from Thrive Market that we use here on our channel, like almond flour and sweeteners. But we love trying new things. We actually sort by new and try a couple things every time. I have heard so much about this Graza olive oil and I wanted to try it, and so I got this. And I saw these and I had to try them. These are the Miracle Noodle egg white spaghetti noodles. People have been making these, and so it's so great that you might be able to buy these from Thrive Market. Orders over $49 ship for free with no additional tipping. So join Thrive Market today using our special link, thrivemarket.com/ketotwins, and you are going to get 30% off of your first order plus a free gift of up to $60. And right now, Thrive Market is running a sale where they're offering 25% off low sugar and gluten-free items. So the equipment you're gonna need is a rolling pin. We're gonna use this club.
It's a rolling pin.
A sheet pan with some parchment paper, and you need saran wrap. And Sarah has given me this, which is Glad Press and Seal, which I don't think is the same thing.
I think it's saran wrap.
I don't think they're the same thing.
Whatever, that's what I have. Take it or leave it.
Is this the same thing or not? Comment below. I am almost 100% sure that we're wrong. So we're just gonna mix together the seasoning and the baking soda inside the ground chicken. Oh my gosh, look at that, perfect. I like these little magnetic things.
Okay.
Kind of odd, but okay. This seems like a lot of seasoning, but we're just gonna go with it. It's like more seasoning than it is chicken. Makes me think, can you use turkey? Can you use beef?
You use tuna.
Tuna? No one is gonna use tuna. Ugh. I'm hoping this works out because it might be simpler than our cottage cheese chips that we made, where you have to microwave it and you do it in batches, and then it only makes like 10 at a time. Plus it's super high in protein, so this plus some guac might be pretty much a whole meal. Now we're gonna form our chips, which is one giant chip. We're going to put this in the middle of our parchment paper.
And they pretty much said they want to get it as thin as possible, so good luck.
Yeah, theirs was a lot nicer shaped, but maybe we want it to be a little uneven. Not uneven, but...
I would just put more pressure on it.
Feels odd. Feels strange. Whatever. It's kind of oblong, but...
Is it going to come off that? Be slow about it. Okay.
Okay, how long are we gonna cook this baby for? Here's our giant chip. We're gonna cook this at 375 for 30 to 35 minutes. We're gonna check on it in 30, and then you have to let it cool for 10 minutes before you start breaking it up. There's 20 seconds left, and Sarah looked in there and... looks like a chicken parmesan.
I don't think it's done yet, right?
Did we not do it thin enough?
I mean, I said it, but I don't know.
What are we gonna do?
We just gotta get it to the crispy state, so
9 minutes.
Can you open it up again so we can take a look? 9 more minutes, I don't know. Open up all the way, let me see.
It looks like...
Ah! Well, we just have to cook it until it's more crisp, that's all. I mean, eventually it's gonna become crisp, so that's why we just gotta cook it until then. We obviously didn't do it thin enough.
It looks like the meatloaf from Addams Family.
Okay, so we obviously didn't roll it thin enough. It is, So the size are...
We cooked it for 40 minutes, and it's not it. I mean, that's not a chip.
So
Are they lying? Anyway, so I ordered more ground chicken to the house because I had a credit on DoorDash, and we're gonna try again. It's 2:40 right now. I thought we were gonna have an early day. You cursed us. You did.
My
What did you
bad.
say? What did you say? Should be easy.
Maybe we should
Challenging.
only try to roll out half of it at a time to get that really thin
Okay,
thickness.
yeah. I almost reached the borders of the pan, so I figured...
That was what it kind of looked like in the video.
So I think we're gonna use half of the mixture, and we're gonna try to roll it out twice as thin. So
We're gonna try again.
all right, out of desperation and a DoorDash credit. It's frozen. It's frozen. Ah!
Defrost, 1 pound. All right.
All right, half. Press and seal. Alrighty, here we go again. Brad already texted me. When will you be home? I have not responded. He's gonna be on his own for dinner tonight.
You bring him home some chicken chip, a giant chicken chip over there.
Giant chicken chip.
A giant chicken patty.
See-through? See-through?
Okay, do it in one direction, all the way
One
down.
direction.
Yep.
Is that thin enough?
How about the edges here? I see some thickness on the edge. Carefully, carefully.
This is giving me Halloween hand vibes. If you know, and you were one of the
few people
that watched our Halloween specials, which we'll never be doing again.
This would be great for kids, kind of. But I assume a child would like this, or run away screaming. Either one.
Here we go.
I'm sure it's not going to spill off the side. 30 minutes, we'll check on it. And hopefully we'll have something.
Sarah made a scream when she looked in there, so now I'm afraid.
It's definitely crispier.
And we're gonna let this cool, and then we're gonna go downstairs, break this into chips, and try it. Alex ate half of the other one, so it's not that bad, obviously, but look how thick it is. He ate half.
It was
It's like chicken jerky. That's not what we're going for. We're going for chips. It looks like a fossil of a dinosaur or something. He wants some really bad.
definitely thinner.
Okay, crispier. How do you go about this? Maybe we cut it, just kind of...
Yeah, form it into sheets and then maybe into smaller sheets. Okay.
I feel like this is something you'd bring on a camping trip or something, you know? Like, some are thinner than others.
Emily said that this reminds her of a recipe that would be sent into space.
Right. Let's try it. Okay. All right, so pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Way better than the thicker one.
The thicker, I don't know that. The thicker one was kind of drier in a way. Like a thicker that's drier. Do you know what I mean? Like it was chewier. Where this has more of like a crispness to it because it's so thin.
I even think that it could stand to be cooked like a little bit longer, because some of the pieces might be a touch thicker, so you know you really want it to be like paper thin or to cook it for a little bit longer, maybe 5 more minutes. But some of it is like
See,
this
you
is
could
thick.
go over though.
Right. So like some of it is actually see-through.
Maybe you turn off the oven
And just let it sit in there.
let it sit in there with like a wooden spoon in there to like draw out maybe any of the leftover moisture that might be in there.
Is it good as a...
This is actually like the most chip
Yeah.
shape right there.
Holds up well with dip or guacamole. I mean, this is a learning experience for us. We really didn't know how thin to go. I really
Right.
didn't even think it would hold up. I thought maybe there would be moisture in it and it would kind of dry out and it would just be broken the
Right.
entire way. So I was afraid to go thinner on the first round. That was definitely the wrong thickness, but this time it's really, really good. I think that this reminds me of those chicken chips that you can buy.
And I'm glad that we didn't need like any type of special, machine to make them. What if you used like that chip seasoning in there, or did like a sour cream and onion,
Right. Or salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar, yeah, maybe that would be really good too. Because I don't know if you could really, put the seasoning on there and it would stick, but I think that, chicken is such a neutral ingredient that it would work with a bunch of different things.
Yeah. Good.
Would you eat it by itself?
Is that you?
Does that make sounds like a werewolf right now?
We always get asked this, like, would you choose the cottage cheese chip over this? And it's hard to say because some days we're trying to be more strict than others. Some days we want something like the cottage cheese chip, but sometimes we want something like this. I don't know how else to put it. It's like everything has its use. Now, if you're going to try to stay really low carbs for a couple days, then this is the perfect idea for you. And remember to sign up for Thrive Market using our special link, thrivemarket.com/keto-twins, and you are going to get 30% off of your first order plus a free gift of up to $60. If you guys want to see some other chip recipes that we have done in the past, you can click on the video on the screen and we will see you over there. Anyway, I'm Emily.
And I'm Sarah.
And we are the Keto Twins signing out. I was worried that it wasn't going to work.
I'm full.